I'm Max.
"'Tis the season to be jolly." I used to be able to say that. Now the dreadfully bitter air is engrossing goosebumps across my body, cold enough to keep me laying in bed for hours where I feel the most comfortable, and even then I'm constantly conjuring thoughts of purposelessness. Even if I envelop the courage to bundle up and decide to do something outside, it seems to greet me with only a familiar yet gray and gloomy atmosphere, dull enough to force its way into my brain saying, "This is uninteresting." What the fuck is wrong with me? I've been through this season and celebration too many times to realize that no matter how many relatives are in the same room as me, no matter how many gifts and gaiety they show to me, no matter how much food is offered to my face, no matter how much cheer and cherishing is shared among my peers, I will still be here, consummately pondering my life and feeling what apparently seems to be absent from everyone else. I mean, what do you want from me? I don't enjoy the same old generic music coming from shitty pop stars with the gay-ass lyrics, representative of nothingness broadcasting out of every speaker in the city. Even the classics that are good are still played on every goddamn station, in every fucking store, in every Christmas movie and TV show over and over every year for a month straight. I don't enjoy the superfluity of marketing campaigns, advertisements, commercial triumph, and capitalism, flooding the brains of those who know nothing else than vanity, like the people who stomped that man to death during Black Friday. I don't enjoy receiving gifts from the beautiful yet uninformed family members who know nothing about me or who I am that get me something I am distinctly undeserving of. How scum do you have to be to not appreciate a present your own blood took the time to buy, wrap, and offer to you? What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I just unhappy with life now? What makes it worse is that this is allegedly the most wonderful time of the year, so how can someone like me be so disgusting towards it? Is it my fault? Am I just too horrible of a person to contemplate the universal joy spreading across the streets? Self-blame is a natural ticket for people like us because it's kind of easy to do when anyone looks at us like we've done something wrong by being sad or apathetic at something that's supposed to be the exact opposite. Life sucks that person who hates Christmas and makes everyone else miserable. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's completely true though, I really am that guy who makes everyone else miserable during Christmas. Too overwhelmed by my own mind to the point where despondent introspection heaves me under the overpowering misfortune of sadness, and I feel even more horrible because of it. Even with this video, there will be those of you who think I'm just putting a damper on the holiday spirit for no reason. I'm just another complainer, hater, grouch, and lout. Click off the video, walk away, and stop listening to me. That's what my cousins used to do. That's what my friends used to do, and it's what some of you are gonna do. Go ahead, call me emo, call me pathetic, call me a crybaby, call me a fag, call me the next Elliot Rogers. I'm sorry that I don't have a perfect brain with no flaws and that mental conditions and illnesses exist. Asshole. And it's not like there's a ghost who's gonna show up in my room and phase through time and reality with me. All there is are antidepressants and I'm too depressed to get any, so that's wonderful. Why do you look so sad? Cheer up, it's Christmas, I got you a present. Mom is making ham. I know. What the fuck is wrong with me? I remember when I used to say that to myself, it wasn't even rhetorical. I really wanted to know. The answer is either SAD, depression, grief, trauma, and or emotional distress. More or less, just in case you wanted to know. And this only really applies if you have an average, traditional, modern family. There may be some of you who may not just feel alone, but are alone. This Christmas, I imagine there's a father out there eating cereal on the kitchen floor after his ex took his kids away from him, and all he has left is himself and the pool of tears surrounding him. I imagine there's a single mother out there pouring everything she has into her job so that she can hopefully afford a small gift for her child who's in the hospital with leukemia. I imagine there's a child out there restlessly hoping, wishing, and praying that they'll get to have at least one happy Christmas without their mother and father tearing away at each other with physical or emotional harm. I imagine there's a boy or girl out there who did everything in their power to get the perfect gift for their crush, and getting crushed under the pain of rejection or unworthiness to those that just have a nicer face or nicer car or nicer house. I imagine there's someone out there who lost a loved one so recently that it's hatefully eating out every ounce of life within them. This Christmas, I know for a fact there's gonna be all and more of those terrible scenarios in almost every kind of combination and fashion. It's very sad. It makes me sad. And I'm sure it makes you sad. And I think that right there is why Christmas exists. When the businesses and rich company warp our minds to think that a product is gonna make us happy, when the media makes us believe we can't express our love without spending money, when the sun is mostly covered up by clouds, when the weather chills us from leaving our houses, we have this holiday, and it's about being together with your fellow man, holding each other up through these hard times. And maybe that's why they make and play these happy songs, because they know we're sad. Maybe that's why we give each other gifts, so we let each other know that we care. Maybe that's why we decorate our houses in lots of lights and colors to help us feel more alive and vibrant. Maybe that's why people change their profile pictures to be more festive, to perhaps cheer up each other a little bit. Maybe that's why almost everyone has the day off, so we can spend time with those who love us to maybe make us feel better. Maybe that's why we celebrate these stupid cliche traditions, because they were meant to make us happy at one point in our life, so maybe they could make us happy now. Maybe that's why you came to this video, because you needed someone who can relate to you. Maybe that's why I made this video, because I need y'all here with me, and I know some of you feel what I feel, and just maybe we can help each other back up. Let me tell you what you should do if you want to make yourself happy this Christmas. Go ring your neighbor's doorbell and give them a little Christmas high five for no reason. Go volunteer at any dog shelters or homeless shelters and do something for those who may need you. Go tell people on the street and on the internet that there's someone on earth that cares about them, and that if no one else loves them, you will. And go give your friends and family tons of hugs and kisses, even if you don't get along, because maybe they all need it just as much as you do. Realistically speaking, we all do. We're all human. We all feel the same emotions. We all have similar experiences. And yet we're all vastly different from one another and can bring something entirely new to someone else's life. So I want every single one of you to do your absolute very best to make someone else happy. I guarantee you it'll make you happy, and they might even make you happy themselves. If I did that for any of you, then you can consider this the greatest Christmas I have ever lived through, because I've never done anything like this before. And I've never been happier in my entire life. So much so to the point where I'm saying to myself, what the fuck is wrong with me? I just wish I could personally hug all of you myself, and maybe I will someday. But until then, stop hating the holidays for all that they do wrong, and start making it what it's supposed to be. All of us trying to make each other as happy as we can. Hang in there. Keep that chin up. Pick yourself off the ground. Keep on moving forward. You've got this. Or as they usually say during this season, Merry Christmas.
Toodles!